Hello everyone, welcome to the Car Chronicles. I only get to make videos when I'm driving in my vehicle. Turn that down. When I'm driving in my vehicle to work or from work, because I have a monitoring spirit at my house. So unfortunately, I don't like to do my videos there because I don't like nosy rosies. Which kind of brings me to what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about why people don't mind their own business and try and be better individuals. Why is this? Why are people so easily disturbed by what others are doing? Like, disturbed in a good way, disturbed in a bad way. I mean, it's puzzling to me. It's just puzzling to me because, I don't know, a lot of people are missing the mark of the times at this time. I feel because they don't mind their own business. And so I think that they are too busy worried about what everybody else is doing or not doing, what they're doing right or what they're doing wrong, and why they're doing it. And it's crazy. It's ludicrous. That's my word for the year. Ludicrous. Because there are a lot of people walking around here that are ludicrous and they think they're okay. But on the other hand, they're steady obsessing over petty inconsequentials, if that makes sense. Like stuff that's petty and silly more than anything. I won't say silly because half the time it's not silly. Wow, my pennies just, I don't have enough room to throw my pennies out. Well, I'll be damned. That's my French. But anyway, anywho. Thank you. Yeah, so people are just like, the stuff may not be silly, but I mean, it can be the business of somebody else's that we find within ourselves to mind. Like, mind your own business. Like, worry about you, work on you, figure you out. That's the season we're in. That's the season we're in this Mercury retrograde. Find yourself, realign yourself with your goals and values and integrity and authenticity and genuineness of a charactered spirit, but unfortunately there are way more people in the world who are minding the business of others and failing at the business of themselves. I wanted to talk about this because, and some other stuff, because I'm back outside working with the people of the world. I don't like it. I just don't like it. And people don't take to me well because I'm not out here wilding out with them, conversating with them, telling them about everything I'm doing and how I'm doing and when I'm doing it. And people have a problem with that. They have a problem with it. Just because I'm not expressing my life. I'm not putting my life out there on a platter for people to gloat and evil eye and, and I talk about to others, all the shit that people do. out here, that I'm not putting this stuff, my own personal business on the table for people to do. And because of that, for people to, gloat upon. And because of that, I am not well received, and I am not, I'm easily misunderstood, or people just, don't take too kind to me because they don't know anything about me. They don't have anything to hold over my head. They don't have anything to use against me, so ding, 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 message. Yeah. I don't disclose all of that information because of that. People will use your weaknesses against you. And sometimes they may try to use your wins against you as well. People are really, really finicky out here today. They're ludicrous. Yeah, ludicrous. We're dealing with ludicrous people out here today. Definitely. I'm not more so of a talker when I'm in a room full of people. I'm a people watcher. I may conversate and have a little bit of, conversation with folks, but for the most part, I am not a talker. I will talk if there's good conversation, good productive conversations going on in the room. If it's, all good vibes and we're having a good time, yeah, I'll talk. But when we go into other things about people, or about how others are doing things, or doing their lives, or going about work, or, living with family members, or whatever the case may be, I don't join in them kind of rooms with those types of conversations going on. I don't care to be a part of that. Fortunately, that part of my life has evolved. Now, I will say I do partake in a little bit of gossip with my sister, because that is the only person I trust with any information about anything. Okay? There's no one else on the face of this earth I will partake in, gossiping or anything about anyone. Now, the types of conversations me and my sister have do be good, juicy information. But at the same time, we are still people with integrity. We don't walk around out here in public. Well, I'm speaking for myself because my sister's different. But I'm not out here having conversations with folks who are, first of all, let me just say this. I don't have any friends anyway. So, I don't really have anyone to really be out here talking and doing and carrying on and, and trusting people with stuff that we, say or confiding in folks. The only person I have is my sister, and I trust that everything that I tell her, it stays with her. There aren't too many friends out here that do that, because usually friends have friends, and those friends tell the friends, and when you come around, you're looked at crazy because they know stuff about you that you don't even think they know. All of that. I prefer being a loner and being by myself and not having a whole bunch of friends and carrying on. Yeah, sometimes I like a good friend to have a good conversation with, but it is what it is. Anywho, back on the subject. A little bit of transparency there, because nobody's perfect, and I understand that. I get that totally. But I feel like it is up to every individual to still cultivate some type of integrity, when you're out amongst the world, at work, in some of these rooms with people that you still have to have some kind of integrity and authenticity around. So, but I mean, I'm just drawn to this point because the working situation, me being back out here in the world and being around people. I was working from home, and I have decided to get back into hair, so I'm outside with all the ludicrous people. Yeah. So, and some of the conversations that go on around me with these people in the workers' place are beyond me, okay? I'm like, why? Okay, and then I also add women. Oh my God. I see why men are confused now. I see why men do what they do, because women, they don't know how to pick and choose their battles. And I'm not speaking about all women. I'm speaking about the majority of the women that I've come in contact in this city. That's what I'm speaking about. It's hard to meet genuine people. It's extremely hard to meet genuine people, in my opinion, because I haven't met any this far in my lifetime, in my 40-some odd years of living. It's sad. The quality of people now is trash. Literally. And that's why I say people need to think about working on themselves as individuals, because all of us can stand to change something about us. Every last one of us. Including me. Yeah. So, but anyway, back onto the subject. So, the conversations that go on in the room just be like, why do y'all take something that's this big and make it this big? Why? The shoe is on my foot. I don't know how it got on my foot. It didn't get on right. It hurts my feet. Oh my God, I think I'm going to have to go to the hospital for it. Can somebody, I'm not going to be able to do this because my shoe is on my feet, and I'm going to have somebody do this. I'm going to have to go home for the day. This is how shit goes. I mean, you take a small thing, instead of taking care of yourself and making sure the shoe fits for the day, you make it be everybody else's problem. It's everybody else's problem because everybody else has to listen to you bitch and moan about your problem. Everybody is starving for attention today, and no one knows how to give themselves the attention that they want or that they may even deserve themselves. It is just beyond me, and I just don't like being around any of it, because I am at the point where I am working on myself at this time. I am trying to be a better person. I am trying to handle differences in life in a more better high vibrational way right now, and most people are not. So that's another reason why people don't know how to take to me quite well, because I just look at life differently. Yes, I have some of my biased opinions and some of my differences in opinions about life and different things in general, but that's just me. That's me. Accept me for me and who I am, while I try my damnedest to accept you and all of your ludicrous stuff, but it can definitely be hard when you are trying to vibe high. So what I do is I walk away from some of these conversations when I can, because sometimes I can't. I have to sit in the rooms with the people and hear the mess, and I can't stand it. I really can't. So, but I just want to say that people need to start minding their own business. Mind your business. Mind the business that pays you. Stop making your problems be other people's problems, because you're not sure about how to mind your own business. You know, do that part, you know, because I think if people start to mind their own business, the world might actually become a better place. Literally. Because people are minding their own business. Simple as that, you know. That would be so great if people could do that. But I don't know. That'll just be maybe a prayer that I'll have for the people to do at some time. At some point, in other words, in this lifetime. Maybe the people will start to mind their own business. But I just wanted to come on and talk about that because that disturbs my peace. The fact that people don't know how to mind their own business. Y'all see how my camera is rattling around all these holes and cracks and crevices in the ground in this state, in this city, in other words. That's how creepily crumbly it is. But yeah, I just wanted to come on and talk about that because that just, it bothers me. It does. It bothers me. It bothers me because I like peace. I like to be surrounded by peace and beautiful things and pretty things and shiny things and goodness, you know. That's what I like to be surrounded by. And I don't know. I guess this is the shit. The ludicrous stuff is the stuff that makes the world go round. I guess if we are all in peace, then the world won't go round. That could be a thing too. Ludicrous people and things is what help to make the world go round. That's another subject. I guess that's what help makes balance the chaos of the world. That's an interesting analogy too that was just dropped in my spirit. So yeah, but anyway, I am on my way into the American Horror Stories as the job. Yeah, I like it, but I think a lot of things need to be simplified and etched in stone. And that's another thing. There's no balance because somebody, whoever was in the company before we all got here, did not set the trend properly for what is to be expected from the clients. So the clients have basically taken over the company, and they have been getting a lot of stuff for free. Just to sum that up, I know you all don't know what I'm talking about, but that makes sense to me. Hopefully it'll make sense to you all. So, but they're trying to get stuff. It's like I'm working for a brand new company that's been here for 50 years or so, and they're trying to clean house and not necessarily fire people, but they're trying to get their bearing back on their money bag. And not because we have a new president. I think that has to do with it in some ways, but they also see how their money is going straight out the door. So, yeah, I always get these jobs to where I am coming in with no particular type of structure. No structure. There's no manager. They need a manager. The manager's about to quit. The manager quits right after I start, and so then we're out of a manager for such and such. So it's just, I don't know how these types of commotions go on with me, but I do find it interesting how they do. And they do speak volumes, and they do have a meaning behind them for me. What that meaning is, I haven't really explored yet, but that's the least of what you needed to know. Just rambling on. So at this time, I am going to go ahead and end the video, and I'll be back again for some more stuff.